everyone. Welcome to Monday Morning Quarterback. I am your host, Youth One's Ryan Oliver, and today I am excited because I got one of the top rising star quarterbacks from the 2028 class, Austan Cristiaan. Austan, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Austan, I'm really excited. You're the first 2028 quarterback I've had on Monday Morning Quarterback. And I did my research before this interview. One of the rising stars from your class, a young quarterback that has kind of gotten a lot of national eyeballs on you. I want to know how you got started playing the quarterback position, like how long you've been playing it and what you love about that position.
I've been playing quarterback pretty much all my life. My grandpa really inspired me. He played football at Kent State all the way throughout college, and he always we were in the backyard always throwing the football, and he was really the one who first started me off with how to grip the football, like how to throw it, and all the stuff. And I started really taking it serious in about third grade.
And what grade are you in now?
I'm in sixth.
Yeah, so you've been taking serious. So maybe 3 or 4 years you've been really,
Yeah.
really dedicated to it. I think that that's really awesome. What is it about the quarterback position that you really enjoy?
Like taking responsibility for like all your teammates and being the leader of the team, like going out to like get extra work on Saturdays and Sundays and like learning the playbook together, watching film together, like so you're all on the same page during the game. So you could call audible, and they know exactly what to do and they're not confused.
Absolutely. That sounds awesome. I want to ask you about the progress you feel like you've made now being such a young quarterback. I'm sure that the progress you're making is kind of rapid because you're also physically developing. Like, you're naturally getting bigger, you're naturally getting stronger, in addition to the work that you're putting in. Tell me a little bit about the progress you feel like you've made maybe over the past year or so.
Over the past year or so, I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger in my arm and the mental aspect of the game. I've been working with this guy named Chris Hickson, and he has his online program called QB and I'm with him every Sunday and Wednesday, just from 9 to 9:30, and we just go through plays, we go through film, and just kind of break down coverages so you could process all the stuff faster that you see on the field.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome. I can tell that I could tell by just looking at your information that's online that you're really serious about playing quarterback. But talking to you now, I can hear it in your voice and in what you're saying. You're very dedicated to your craft. Um, Tell me a little bit about the training that you are. You mentioned a few things, but is that all the training that you're doing? What does a week look like for you in terms of quarterback training during like maybe in?
So so I didn't mean to cut you off, but I work with this guy. His name is Ken Mastroli. He runs a quarterback group for middle school division and the high school division. I work with the high school division, and we just go and it's for an hour and a half just on the field, and then he has a separate classroom that he takes us into just to watch film and like break down a bunch of different plays. But an average week, I wake up, get ready for school, go to school. Sometimes when I don't have a workout after school with Coach Booth. We do like speed and agility. If I don't, I have my own bag that I bring to school with all the equipment that I need, like the medicine ball, like the big pole, like a big like rogue pole, a few like bands so I could do like arm extensions and all that stuff.
Right.
And that just kind of really helps me. I do that for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes every day after school.
Wow. Huh. I'm impressed, honestly. I feel like talking to a young quarterback that's in the sixth grade, it's like you got a whole routine every day. There's a piece of you that is spending time honing your craft, and I think that that's really impressive. I want to get right to this question because I'm assuming that you have some big time goals with the game of football. So I want to ask you about maybe what are some short term goals that you have for yourself. You're in the sixth grade. So I'm sure you have some things you're trying to work on right now in terms of your game, and where are you trying to take your game in the long run?
So some short-term goals. One of my main things is trying to maintain straight A's throughout the year in every grade that I'm in throughout high school and college. And for my like football life, I would probably say win the GCAC champions and go undefeated again. And just like all throughout middle school and high school, just try and win the whatever championship that you have that year. And then some long-term goals, definitely make it to the NFL, break some records in college, high school, and the NFL, and then eventually make it to the Hall of Fame.
I know I've already said I'm impressed, but I just love how you just rattled off like some really big goals, but you don't have even like a smile on your face. You're just like serious, and of course you should be serious. I don't mean this in a condescending way or anything. I just saying like
Yeah.
I think it's really impressive that it's like you have faith in these things happening too. I can hear it in your voice that you're like, yeah, like I'm gonna work hard and get to the NFL. Like I feel like that is within my reach. I was watching your film, and like I actually seen your film before, but I was watching it before this interview over the past couple of days. And I wanted to ask you about this. One thing I noticed just watching your film is the level of comfort you have, like in your own ability. I can feel it in the film. I watch a lot of film. I've been doing this job for years now. And you can see when a young quarterback at your age is really confident in their ability. Am I right in your confidence in your own ability? And where does that come from?
Um, all the confidence. I just really believe in my teammates. Like I don't worry if they're gonna make it to that certain spot. Like on a go route, we throw that route quite a bit. Like I don't worry if it's gonna get there or not. I don't worry if the DB is gonna beat him because I trust my guys and the guys trust me. So I have a few like amazing receivers on our team, and I was extremely lucky to have them. So I know they're gonna get to that spot.
Yeah,
And
and you make them look good and they make you look good. Yeah, is that kind of what
I
you're
wanted to
saying?
mention another thing.
Yeah.
So I heard this at the Elite 11 Academy. One of the coaches there had a little presentation before the camp, and he went through like all the stuff about QBIQ, and then he went into how Tom Brady, when he went to Michigan, people were asking him, "Oh, I'm probably sure like your favorite accomplishment, winning all these Super Bowls and all that." He's like, "No, my favorite accomplishment is probably being named like the best leader on the team because that was really important to him, and I want to try to have that same goal. Like wherever I go for high school, college, NFL, I just want to be the best leader to ever touch foot on the team and just like be remembered just for who I am and how great I was."
That's really awesome. I think that's I mean that's really cool. I'm just I keep saying I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I think that is a great way to look at things, and I think that being a great teammate and a great leader is a must at the quarterback position. And it sounds like you got all your head in the right space to do those things. I want to talk about your skill set a little bit. In your own words, what would you say your strengths are on the field?
On the field, definitely with QBIQ being able to process things very quickly. Like if it's cover one, I know I trust my guy on the outside, and just like all different stuff like that. And one of the main strengths is arm strength and like ball placement with accuracy.
Mhm.
Like if somebody's like trailing him on a dig route, I know I'm gonna place it right in his hands in front so the DB can't get it, and that's what I really try to work on.
Yeah, yeah. I think that another thing that really stood out to me, besides, I think your confidence was like the main thing in your ability. I could tell that by watching the film, but you have a lot of comfort in the pocket too, and you make quick decisions. And I think that is a great skill to have, especially at a young age. Is that if I feel like you anticipate things really well for your age, and I think that's a great skill that's going to take you far. So, keep up the great work, and whatever you're doing is really working for you so far. Um, if I've never seen you play, Austin, and I come to a game where you're playing, what can I expect to see from you?
A lot of teamwork and everything being run extremely smooth. Like you won't probably see any flaws, any flags drawn on us at all. We are extremely like polished and really well run. It's because our Coach Damiani, is really good at like getting like precise things down to the little, like tiniest little details are all perfect. So that's one of the main things. And another thing is, I think the main reason why we're so good is like our defense is great, but our own line, they were just fantastic this year. I think I got sacked maybe once or twice the whole entire season.
Wow.
It was insane.
Well, shout out to your O line. What was your I should have asked this maybe in the beginning. What team do you play for, and what was your record? And did you go all the way, or how'd your season go?
I played for the Canterbury Cougars there in middle school, and we went undefeated last year and won the GCAC championship.
And that's in Florida, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, congrats on the championship, and good luck to you guys next season. Hopefully you guys can repeat, and you guys continue to ascend. I want to ask you about areas of improvement. I know that you probably have a bunch of different areas you're constantly working on, but is there an area of your game that you have identified specifically, and you look at and you say, okay, if I can get better at this specific area, I can take my game to another level? Have you identified that area?
Yes, I have. I think one of the main things that's really holding me back is like my foot speed and like getting to be able to run out of the pocket quickly. So that's why I'm working after school with the varsity track coach, Coach Booth, and we go to a little turf field near the back of the school, and we just keep training our explosiveness and like he calls it the max velo when you're in your first like full sprint, and we just keep training on that and working on my form.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good area to like work on right now. And as a young quarterback, I think it's always good, especially I ask this question because I think it's really good for young quarterbacks to identify a specific area that they can really improve on. Okay, like I got a good arm strength, I have good this, I have good that, but maybe my foot speed isn't where it needs to be, and I can work on that right now as a young quarterback to build that foundation for me before I get to high school or whatever your next level is. So I think that's really good that you've identified that area. I want to ask you a little bit about off the field when you're not in school, when you're not training for football or playing football. What are some things that you like to do for fun?
For fun. So I do a lot of different things, but one of the main things I do is I play guitar. It's every Tuesday with my guitar teacher. His name is Kevin. And we just work for around 30 minutes, just every song that we can think of, just kind of throwing things out there. And it's just a really fun hobby to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. How long have you been, messing around with the guitar?
For about 3 years.
Cool. Do you have the ability to play a whole song, or that might be a dumb question,
Yeah.
but do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I used to play the saxophone when I was your age.
Nice.
And I wasn't super good at it, but it's something that now that I'm older, I wish that I had stuck with it more, like playing an instrument. So I think I think it's a really cool hobby to have. And coming from somebody who's 30, which I'm not super old yet, but I'm also not super young, I guess,
Yeah.
take it from me, stick with it, and it's always a cool hobby to have when you can like whip out, like, yeah, I can play you a song on the guitar,
Yeah.
like you're on a date or something down the road. You're like, oh yeah, I can play a song on the guitar. That's really cool. I think it's awesome to have hobbies outside of school and football for young athletes, because as much as you want to focus on playing quarterback and football, you got to have other things going on too.
Yeah.
At least I think it's good too. Well, the last question I'm going to ask you, and this is the most important question I ask to everyone that interviews with me for the first time: what is in your headphones before a big game to get you pumped up to go out there and make plays?
There's a few. I like a lot of artists, but like the top two. I'm from Florida, so like Kodak Black. I listen to. He has a lot of good songs, and Lil Baby.
Okay, cool. Kodak
Yeah.
and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I'm with you that those two are on my workout playlist, so I get it. I totally get it. I think that those are two good artists to have. So Kodak is popular in Florida because he's from there. Is
Yeah.
that okay?
That's one of the main reasons, and I just kind of like his style and like how he raps and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
his
no,
song.
absolutely. You don't got to explain it to me. I totally get it. You know, I get where you're coming from. Well, Austin, thank you so much for joining me on Monday Morning Quarterback. I'm very impressed with you. You got a great head on your shoulders, and you're one of the rising QBs in your class. So keep putting in that hard work. Keep up your training. I know you will. You don't need me to tell you, but keep doing your thing. And you're gonna keep ascending, man. I'm really excited for your future, and I look forward to doing another interview with you in about a year to catch up on your progress and all that good stuff. Austin, thank you, man. Appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach.